Okay, so today I am running a clinic down in Rutland. It's one of our bite-sized clinics. Now, bite-sized clinics, we call them that because basically what I do is I've broken down all the different elements of my program and the things that we cover in our bigger clinics. And the bite-sized clinic is we take one element or module or whatever you want to describe it as, and we then work on that one thing. So today we're working on dressage. So essentially really what we're looking at is to give a little bit of purpose to some of the body control exercises, the circles, the transitions, and the general sort of foundation ridden stuff that we do in the clinics. We give it a little bit of purpose. We go through a few basic dressage tests. We use some poles and some cones and things to retest our accuracy. We evaluate what's happening with regards to the horse's body position, what our goals are when we're trying to make our transitions and our circles and all of our maneuvers, and then we practice that and we give it a little bit of framework with the dressage. So that's what I'm doing today, which is down in Rutland, which I drove past twice yesterday. So back down there again, that's only about an hour and a half's drive. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on now. So we talked about 5 best service stations in the country. Okay, now I'm going to talk about the worst service stations in the country. Now, it's not just the worst service station, it is the run of the worst service stations. So the M1 northbound, I'm going to talk you through it, okay? So I'm going to start off from Leicester, because that's where I came up yesterday. First services, Donington Park. It's actually quite a nice services, except that it's about a 4-hour drive off the motorway. You get off and you're literally driving through Leicestershire, Derbyshire to try and find it. Terrible. I don't know how they call their services on the M1. It's nowhere near the M1. Then you get to Leicester Forest East. Don't talk to me about Leicester Forest East. Really crummy, really sort of down. Everything is on the overpass. So if you want to get something to eat, you've got to walk up about 1,000 flights of steps. Again, who's got the time for this? Or the energy even? You know, I want my KFC. I don't want to be burning calories walking up and down stairs. Number 3. Trowel. Oh my god, do not talk to me about trowel services. It is, I don't know if they did it in the 1960s and haven't updated it since. 2 food options, KFC and Costa. Costa is not a food option. That's where you get coffee and tiffin. What is tiffin? Isn't that just a brownie? I've never seen tiffin anywhere but the olden days and Costa. So not a food option, not great. Trowel, gone. Tib shelf. Tib shelf is actually quite a good services nowadays, but it was a Road Chef, and I can't forgive Road Chef for clinging on to the Wimpy franchise for as long as they did. My childhood was scarred by memories of pulling into Road Chefs, hoping for something decent to eat, and being offered Wimpy. Wimpy is, you know, for anyone younger probably doesn't know what Wimpy is, but it is very much benefited we've benefited from the demise of Wimpy. It was absolutely shocking, and I am not sure why Road Chef did that. So I haven't forgiven them. So Tib Shelf, again, not for me. And the last one, before I come off at my M18 junction, Woodall services. Now we're going to go, oh, Woodall, that's quite a good services. You're talking about Woodall South. Woodall North, shocking. Absolutely shocking. They advertise like, oh, we've got this and we've got that and it's all fantastic. Yeah, and they do, if you're prepared to go over the bridge and drop down the other side to Woodall South, you can be in the utopia of a services. Woodall South, one of my favourite services, almost made my top 5, and in actual fact what I might do is sub Woodall South for Oxford. But again, what's going on with Woodall North? Absolutely terrible, run down, and parking's crappy, and I once got accosted by an Eastern European guy trying to sell me stuff in the car park. So I've never really forgiven it for that either. So yeah, if you're travelling from Leicester to the M18 junction, or to my place if you like, apologies, because you have 4 services that are absolutely rubbish. Okay, so good clinic, just a small clinic today. We had 3 riders, they all did awesome. Spoke a lot about the importance of planning ahead when we're riding, that we're not sort of staring at the backs of the horses' heads, and you know, focus on what we're doing. We're focused more on where we're trying to go, getting our heads up, and that was really sort of a key thing with all the participants, really. You know, getting them all to a point where they were looking ahead a lot more, planning ahead a lot more. So if you're going to make a transition, you know, rather than get there and make the transition, you know, you start to prepare for that transition, you start to adjust what you're doing, you transmit your intention to the horse, and then when you ask for that, you know, that horse is obviously, he's already there, he's already ready for what you're asking him to do, or what you would like for him to do. So I thought that was cool. And now I am finished for the weekend. It is, what time are we on? 3 o'clock nearly. I'm heading home, see my wife and daughter, and make sure they haven't forgotten me. Okay, so if you like this video, make sure you like it, make sure you comment, and make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. I've got loads of free content on there. My whole entire program's on there. We're putting every thought, idea, you know, everything that I'm doing is going up there. So hopefully you like it. And remember, if you've got nothing nice to say, lie and write something nice. Okay, I think that's how the old saying goes. Cool. All right, take it easy.